what... Hey, what is up, friendos? Kyle here, and you're probably wondering, what location am I in? What shirt am I wearing? And who is this? This is my fiance. Who are you?
Hello, I am Cheyenne. I am on book 2 if you are interested in reading books, and I am here to support you and to watch all of your videos and content, and also because you have called me in for a video today.
I have called her in for a video today. Also, shameless plug for her channel. Go check out the Lo-Fi Book Cafe. It's pretty awesome. Today, we will be participating in a couples Disney tag that I found on the channel Always Believe, which will be linked down below. But it is 20 questions, all about Disney parks. And just for a little bit of background, we are Disney people. We are Disney parks people. I would also say we are modern, progressive Disney fans as well, who respect the classics, because we love old Disney. We love new Disney.
That's true.
We don't like racist Disney.
No.
So we fall in that cool middle ground of, I love the castle, and if they changed the castle too much, I would cry. But if they changed Splash Mountain, I would applaud. I would splash, if you know what I'm saying.
Don't be racist.
What was the age of your first visit to a Disney park? I've only ever been to Disney World in Florida, Orlando, Florida, and I was 5 years old. That was in 2003. It's one of my earliest memories, probably. I know, Gen Z much.
I was also 5 years old, so background, I have been to Disney World the most, but I have also been to Disneyland California a few times, and I've also been to Tokyo Disney a few times. But Disney World is the one that I'm the most familiar with, and I was also 5 the first time I went because I was still in a stroller because I got very tired. And I actually don't have any memories, like I don't remember going, but I've seen a lot of the photos, so it's that like, am I remembering this? Am I remembering the photo kind of thing?
Or like how people describe it to you. I'm like 50-50. There are some extremely happy things that happened at Disney and extremely horrifying things that happened at Disney my first experience. We stayed off property. We stayed at the Holiday Inn, I think, in Orlando in 2003. Shout out to Holiday Inn.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored for the Holiday Inn in Orlando. But I remember the pool having horrible concrete around it, and it was so slippery. Ooh. And it was never slippery enough to fall, but it was enough to make it go, whoa. I remember I would always go on purpose. I'd like force myself to slip a little bit. I go flippity-doo-dah. But I was 5 years old, and also then I learned that song was racist. Question 2. And you can answer this one first. Okay. Which do you prefer, nighttime or daytime?
Nighttime. I love to see the lights. So many attractions look completely different as soon as they're lit up.
I was gonna say daytime. I'm gonna say daytime. And there's no right or wrong answer.
That's true.
There's no right or wrong answer.
We are different people.
I think I got, when we were kids, and I'll maybe show this on the channel one day, I still own this. We have a blue VHS tape that the travel agency sent us.
Love that.
That like gave you an experience of the parks. And so much of it was during the daytime. Full House and Boy Meets World had Disney episodes, and they were all in the daytime. Well, the majority of them were in the daytime. And I think I just have that nostalgia of just like waking up in the morning and seeing the castle like at like 9 a.m. and just seeing the detail. I think where you get the lights at night, you get the detail during the day, and you get to see how much work the Imagineers put into stuff. But also at nighttime, you get fireworks, you get the amazing lights the engineers do. Like, you get so much stuff. We watched the Christmas, how they do the Christmas lights on the castle. Insane. And of course, only can enjoy that at night, so.
No, and the key to nighttime, if you're there for a few days, is that the first day, you see the fireworks, and they're great. But then, if you're there for a few days, like, the fireworks don't change, right? And so, using the fireworks show or the parades, that's when the attraction wait times go down, because everybody else is seeing the fireworks and the parades. So that's where you slide into those 2-hour wait times, and you're only there for like 20 or 30 minutes. That is the key.
Mine Train. We did that in 20 minutes one day. And Mine Train is 3 or 4 years old at this point. And during the day can hit 3 hours. Yep. Test Track, less than 10 minutes.
Soarin'.
Because Soarin', less than 10 minutes. Well, I think it was a different trip that I did Test Track on a short one.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we did Test Track the last time we went. No, we did. We did.
Yeah, we did.
We did everything at Epcot.
Yeah.
Because that's when we did Frozen, which was really cool. That was the first time we did Frozen.
Was cool. Frozen was fun.
And Olaf was working that day. I've seen many videos of animatronic. I think, and also, this is a sneak peek and a little teaser that she doesn't even know about. I am planning a animatronic-based video. Because you, my dear, are an animatronic fanatic, I would say.
I am a fanimatronic, if you will.
Question 3. I'm kidding. But
Just ask the question. Just ask the question.
A Disney character you love seeing at the parks.
Ariel.
Nice.
She's my favorite. She was my favorite Disney princess growing up, and she was the first one that I ever met, like, in the parks. The only thing is that she sometimes does not walk around. Like, if she's in mermaid form, she's sitting somewhere and you have to go find her. But I
She walked like
love seeing Ariel. I love seeing all the princesses, but Ariel, like, when I see her in the parade, like, I like Ariel.
I'm a big fan of, this is a cop-out answer. Mickey is a great one to see.
He's okay.
Mickey's
That's fun.
always fun.
He's fun. He has cool costume changes.
And one character that isn't as, like, heartwarming, but just in general fun to see, the Green Army Man from Toy Story.
That was my answer for the next question.
Oh, dang it! Oh, question 4. Rarest Disney character you have seen, but they're there every day.
Okay, well, that was with the Toy Story. Pre-Toy Story Land, they were not there every day. I don't think. Maybe, okay, let me preface this. It was when they were walking and then, like, they all stopped and they were toys. It was the coolest thing. I remember seeing that as a kid. I'm gonna say that's the rarest character I've seen.
Can I make you jealous?
Yes.
I got to meet Jessie.
Oh, I've also met Jessie.
Oh, that's definitely the rarest one you've seen.
Oh, really?
That's very rare.
Okay, start over. Question 4. Rarest character I have seen is Jessie because Jessie was my favorite non-princess character as a kid. And when I went to Disney World the first time, I brought my Jessie doll that I still have, and I showed it to Jessie, and she was very excited. And my dog's name is Jessie, after the character. So Jessie is mine. So I'm stealing it from you.
Okay. Well, I had 2 for that one. Because I was at Hollywood Studios. This was one of the times, there was a trip for Disney. I was there for 2.5 weeks. And I went pretty much every single day. There was a unplanned, and they do this occasionally, it was an unplanned character kind of surprise. It was in the old Hollywood, like, film set area, where they filmed The Lottery starring Bette Midler. They filmed that over there, and I got to meet...
What is it? What did she say?
Hello! I got to see Jessie. I got to see Mulan with the cricket. And I got to see Pinocchio.
Oh, I've never seen Pinocchio or Mulan.
I was with my sister-in-law. It was just us, and I think my mom, we're the only ones in that area.
That's strange.
It was very strange, but it was just one of those trips since we went so much. Like, we were there so much during that trip, we were fine splitting up. It wasn't like a planned thing. We were very much so go with the flow. But we were just hanging out by the Singing in the Rain umbrella, where you can stand under it. It has the fake rain. You can do the little pose. I do it every single time. One of my favorite traditions to do there. I don't think it's there anymore, sadly. Or at the very least, they're getting rid of it, just because all the old Hollywood stuff's going away.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough. Okay, so what is your favorite land inside of a park? I'm gonna say Tomorrowland.
Okay.
I love Tomorrowland. It's dated, and that's why it's so good. They refuse to update Tomorrowland, except for the Astro Orbiter. I have gone on several occasions where they've redone the Astro Orbiter, like 2 different times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, at Orlando, they've changed it so much. I don't know why. But it's been in different stages of construction when I've gone. But I just love the idea, while Walt Disney's not a great human being, his idea for the future and his, like, just that idea of just always looking forward and keep moving forward is so ingrained in Tomorrowland that I will just forever love it. I'm just always gonna love that. Plus Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear Astro Orbiter, Cosmic Rays. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I like Tomorrowland, but it is not my favorite. My favorite This took some thinking, but my favorite land is Fantasyland. It's just, I think it is just like the iconic Magic Kingdom land, and so many of the rides and attractions that I think people really think of when they think of Disney and when they think of the Magic Kingdom in particular are in Fantasyland. And that's also where the princesses live.
It's true. That's true. And they've really, that is like one of the few lands they've like expanded well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with new Fantasyland as they call it. With the Tangled area, and this, I'm purely basing this off of Orlando, just because that's the one I know.
If you guys have never been to it's like this little Tangled pavilion, and it is so cute because it's just a sitting pavilion, but Pascal, they're like all these little hidden Pascals everywhere, and you can find them like camouflaged, like here's one in the bushes and one in the windows. It is so cute.
It is super duper cute, and it's just one of those, like, there's a sign that tells you to look for them, but that's it. No one tells you to look for them. Excuse me. They're very tough to find, too. They're legitimately some tough ones.
Yeah.
I had to look, I think it was like, I got 5 out of 6. I think there's like 6 of them. And there was one I just could not find. It was just brown on brown because it rained the day before. So it was muddy. So it was really, really tough. Ooh. What is your favorite ride?
Haunted Mansion. Sorry, was I supposed to answer first?
Yes.
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that's about right.
Haunted Mansion. There's nothing. I love so much of Disney, but I used to be terrified of the Haunted Mansion, and so I would make myself go on it until I wasn't scared anymore. And now it is just the work put into it. I have a Haunted Mansion. It's like an art book, but how they created the ride, all the like behind the scenes, everything. It is just, it is unparalleled.
You stayed awake during that flight home reading that book.
I did.
That. Like most flights we sleep, but she like straight up read that book. It was insane.
I did.
I also love the Aerosmith ride, Rock and Roller Coaster. The just speed and adrenaline on that one's so cool. The interactiveness of Test Track, where you can create your car. I wish you could see it on the track. Obviously, it's a very hard thing to do. I will say though, my favorite ride will be either the Tron ride or Smuggler's Run at Galaxy's Edge. I haven't ridden either of those two yet because one of them doesn't exist yet. It's under construction. But I've seen footage of it and it's amazing in Shanghai. That's cool. And Smuggler's Run because obviously you've seen my videos. Star Wars. Your least favorite ride? I answered this one first.
Counter it here.
I will answer more of that one in question 10.
I literally had to look it up because I was like, I like everything there. No, I don't.
You don't.
No, I don't. My least favorite ride, without question, without competition, is the Tomorrowland Speedway. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because it's loud.
Yeah.
Because it's boring. Because the wait is really long for no reason. You go slow. And it's stinky. Okay? It's stinky. It stinks up the whole Tomorrowland pavilion to the point where I can't even say that's my favorite land because it smells like diesel. And it's gross. So,
the only reason you like Tomorrowland?
No. Wait, yes. No, I really like Tomorrowland. It just smells bad because of that ride. Go electric. Or change the ride, like change the cars into something else. Like make them like space cars.
Get rid of the ride.
Get rid of the ride.
It's one of those legacy rides that can die.
It's got nothing. It's got nothing. There are things that like, I don't think Disney can ever get rid of Small World. I just don't think it can.
Or the carousel.
Or the carousel. You can get rid of the Speedway.
No one's favorite thing is the Speedway. Even old people don't like the Speedway. Your favorite Fantasyland ride or attraction?
Small World.
That is Fantasyland.
It's just throughout my whole time at Disney, like starting when I was 5, that's the one ride that we always had to go on. Like when I was a kid, like I love the Dumbo rides and we always had to go on those. But then like when you get older, I'm not on Dumbo, but I always do Small World. I think it is just so, I understand it's a little creepy. I get it. But it's just so magical. And we were stuck on it for 20 minutes, like when it broke down, and I still like it. So that's my favorite Fantasyland. And then the outside is just so gorgeous. Like the facade is just so fun. So Small World.
Small World's good.
With that being said, they need to do better maintenance on those dolls because I've also every time I ride it, at least one doll is broken. I get there's a lot of dolls.
My favorite Fantasyland attraction is Mickey's PhilharMagic.
That was cute. I had never been on it before we went.
I
thought it was lame.
I also thought it was gonna be lame. But I was hot one day and my parents had already ridden it. There are many stories in which the only reason I rode a ride was because it was hot. Mickey's PhilharMagic not being a ride but a show is so freaking cool.
Sorry, I have a dog here. Sorry.
I love Mickey's PhilharMagic. If you haven't done it, when the quarantine and the COVID stuff is getting a lot better,
So cute.
it is so cute. It is like a 180-degree screen, but there is also interactive stuff behind you at a certain point. But it's basically the story of Donald getting a hold of Yinsid's / Sorcerer Mickey's hat and wand, and he floats through multiple Disney movies, and it is amazing. The music is phenomenal because it's just Disney music, and it's Donald randomly throwing himself in there. So you see Whole New World, or you see Part of Your World. There's a lot of world. You see a whole lot of that, and it's just like, part of your world. It just gets super angry, and it's hilarious. And I love that show.
Fun fact, I saw this in a video the other day. I'm trying to remember what video it was, but most of the footage of the audio recordings of Donald are from the original Donald voice actor, and only a tiny bit of it is the new voice actor, and that's just the stuff that's like really specific to a scene.
Yeah.
But most of like just the noises, like 90% of it, it's all the original Donald, and so it's cool because it's like a blend of both of them.
That is awesome. If you're a fan of classic Disney,
That's it.
that's a really cool fun fact. Best memory at Disney. That is question number 9. I'm gonna go ahead and answer this one first.
Go ahead, because I gotta think of it.
And sorry if your answer is either, if you're fine to copy my answer. It won't hurt my feelings if you don't copy my answer. But myself and this woman right here had the privilege of being at Disney on New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's true.
And we got to see live what you get to see on New Year's Eve. Whenever they drop the ball and they cut to different places around the world, they always cut to all the Disneys. Seeing that in person, watching it go from nighttime to daytime.
Oh my, the whole sky just...
The sky was insane, and this is also after an amazing day we had at the parks. We had just gotten out of a very late...
That's gonna be mine.
A very late dinner at a very cool and exclusive place known as...
The Be Our Guest restaurant. Sorry to think of it. So on that same trip, this is probably my favorite memory because we got to go to the Be Our Guest restaurant, which is, you'll see it in Fantasyland. It's a castle, like you see it, and you can really only eat there with reservations. And we got like a super random late night reservation, so like we ate like snacks throughout the day so that we could go.
Yeah, we found out in the morning. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock, and we were waking up, and my sister, who worked there, said, "Hey, we got a dinner reservation for 10 o'clock at night."
And we were like, and then she was like, "It's at the Be Our Guest restaurant," and we lost our minds. But it was so cool because since we went, it was like a few days after Christmas. It was New Year's. It was still decorated like Christmas, and so the whole castle, like the whole restaurant, is themed after Belle's Enchanted Christmas, which is one of the best Disney sequels. It's so good, and so it was like the big tree and like all the ornaments, and like it was just so beautiful. And then we did get to try the gray stuff, and it was delicious.
It was pretty tasty. It was pretty tasty.
The gray stuff, it's delicious.
Like that. I had a lobster claw in my meal. Like I don't
remember what I had.
What is your worst memory at Disney?
Oh, it was my birthday. I was in the Germany pavilion and a bird pooped on my head.
Alright, Kyle, show some compassion. This was traumatizing.
That sucks.
On my birthday.
What kind of bird was it?
A seagull.
What if it was Donald?
And we were in the Germany pavilion so that my dad could get bratwurst. And I don't even like bratwurst.
I like the bratwurst.
So we were there for bratwurst that I didn't want, and it was my birthday, and a bird pooped on my head.
The bratwurst was really good. It's really good. The bun is really soft. The pretzel there was only okay. I was mad that the German pretzels weren't that good.
Yeah.
My worst memory I was 5 years old. I was so excited to try out the Tower of Terror.
Which is a phenomenal ride.
It's not.
One of my favorites.
It was not. And don't get me wrong. I'm someone who doesn't like scary. I grew up not liking scary. I still don't like scary. It is horrifying. I cried on the Haunted Mansion, but I made it through. And this was when I was 20. About when I was 5, I made it through Haunted Mansion. Because I had seen the hit Eddie Murphy film Haunted Mansion. And I was like, this is great, I want to go right on the ride based on this. And I cried. Tower of Terror, I cried in the boiler room.
Ooh, that's the queue.
Yeah, it wasn't in the lobby. In the lobby, I was just on the outside. I was like, this is gonna be so cool. I'm so excited. And we were walking up to it, and it's so cool. The outside's so cool. And I got to the inside. I was like, oh, this is kind of scary. And then we got to the boiler room, and there's all these ambient noises.
It's the anticipation.
I was clawing at my father to get me out of there, and we had to go down. What was so sad is, you know how we had to leave? We had to get right up to the ride and then go down the parent walkway, because I think back then, I'm not sure if they still have it on Tower of Terror, because I haven't ridden it in years. I forced myself to do it once, so I said I could. I hated it because I also don't like the feeling of free fall drops. So
that's all it is.
In general,
it's just a free fall drop. So if you don't like that, it's not for you.
Yeah. So in general, it wasn't my thing. So I was already like, I was not butthurt that I didn't like the ride, and I was like, oh, I could have loved this when I was a kid. No, I hated it. But we had to go all the way up so that my dad could take me down, and he sat with me, and then they let my dad go up, and then my mom came down.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, either that or my Mimi was there. Because she was also there on the trip. Someone watched me while the other parent was able to go do it. Maybe she didn't want to ride it. What is your favorite time of year to visit the parks?
Christmas. I want the Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Christmas decorations are phenomenal. If I actually had to pick a season, I would say Christmas time. Okay. Because I never experienced Halloween.
Yeah, I've never been. Halloween looks so... Look how cool we look.
Cool cats.
I love watching, like, footage of people going on Halloween, but I've never been on Halloween.
Yeah, never been on Halloween. Or on Halloween. My mom's been at Valentine's Day, and that's when all the princes come out for the Prince Parade. So you see a bunch of hunky boys. Hercules comes out, and he's a rare one. He's not as buff as the cartoon. They could do better. Chewbacca should come out. Because that's one handsome bear. Question 13. If you could only eat one food for the whole day, what would it be? Churros? Or, what's some people call the economy Disney food? Or the affordable Disney food? Their chicken tenders are pretty fire. Or their pepperoni pizza.
One time I went to Epcot, it was during one of the festivals, and they had in the Japan pavilion Frushi, which is fruit sushi. And basically, think of sushi, but instead of sushi, it's fruit. Wait, instead of fish, it's fruit. So it's like little fruit, and it's like the rice is sweet, and then instead of seaweed, it's like a raspberry, kind of like if you mixed the texture of seaweed, but it's a fruit roll-up and it's raspberry. And it was so cute and it was so good. And it's not like filling enough to be a meal. It was at one festival and I've never seen it again. So I hope I can line up with it again one day. It was really good.
I'll make it for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. What is our favorite dessert at Disney? You can say the frushi if you want.
The frushi?
Because I'm going to say the churros. I love the churros.
With asterisk for the gray stuff, but I think I like the gray stuff because of what it represents, not as much as how it tasted, which was fine.
You're probably gonna answer this one pretty easily. What is your favorite restaurant at the parks?
Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe.
And it was one of those too.
Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, such an underrated experience. That's where you go, you get your burger, and there's an animatronic in there, and he sings to you. And it's in Tomorrowland. What more could you want?
Not much. My answer for my favorite restaurant is still at Disney Springs / Downtown Disney. It's the Planet Hollywood.
This story is so funny that I'll be saving it for a full video.
What is your favorite store?
Easy. Memento Mori. It is the little gift shop outside the Haunted Mansion.
Memento Mori is a really good store.
It's my favorite.
There's a really good store. Sir Mickey's is a great store in Fantasyland. That I think is the best store that used to have a bunch of Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom stuff. Favorite piece of Disney merchandise? You have a prop.
I brought a prop.
I'll tell mine after.
Okay, so this is Gracie. Let me see if I can get her without the glare. And she is one of the short-lived Disney Attractionista dolls. And basically, these were dolls that were only sold at the parks or like on property. And they were dolls who basically, like, the story is like the girls like got this magic power to become like a version of their favorite ride, right? And so I also have the Space Mountain one, but the Haunted Mansion one is my favorite for obvious reasons. And there are only like 7 or 8 dolls that like different kinds that were made, which is so crazy to me because like I think this is so cool. But I was also a doll collector, so maybe that's why I thought it was so cool. But this is my favorite one. I got her at the Contemporary gift shop. At the Contemporary Resort. Oh, sorry. I got her at the Contemporary Resort. But she's my favorite. What about you?
I love pins. I love pins. But if I had to choose my favorite piece of Disney merchandise, you're gonna hate this. The gift shop for Star Tours, they sell a Yoda backpack. That was something, I think it's like my most used Disney piece of merchandise.
Here's the thing about the Yoda backpack. Look, I don't care. The thing about the Yoda backpack is it has eyes and it follows you. When you walk, the eyes follow. So I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it because it's Star Wars. I don't like it because it's possessed.
It's not. It's a fantastic backpack and has endured so much. What do you collect at the parks? I collect Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards and pins, but I prefer doing the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards. That is my secret obsession that I have lingered on eBay so many times for, because I just love those cards. The idea of the game is so fascinating. It is so fun.
I feel like I can't say pins because I only have 9 pins. But I started, like the last trip that we went is when I started pin collecting. I collect a lot of Disney-based merchandise, but I don't have very many collections of park merchandise, like if that makes sense. So I guess I will say the Attractionistas because I have 2 of the 8.
The last trip we went on was when you started pin trading.
I did. It was so stressful.
She is the cutest pin trader you will ever see because she will go up to people who are like 80 or like children and you just see and she has these like 9 pins and like one of them is kind of rare and the other ones are fairly normal and they're like, oh, you can have these pins,
Most
sweetie.
of mine are like starter pins. Like this is like my this is like my starter Ariel.
But a lot of those are trade ones though. The Merit.
That's true.
These.
No, I bought that one.
You bought these. This was a trade.
No, that was a starter one.
I thought this was a trade.
This Tiana shoe was a trade. And this Pirate Tinkerbell was a trade.
I think you gave me one of your pins, or I have one of your pins. You have one more for sure.
So I have 10 pins.
And last, but not least, what do you miss most about the parks?
I miss actually being able to go on the rides. I've been watching a lot of ride videos and a lot of behind the scenes creations and a lot of like front row POVs, and they're beautiful and they're wonderful, but it's not the same. You know, it's not the same as being able to sit on the very uncomfortable little boats and you know, get to go. So I really am missing, because I think that's the biggest draw of Disney is the rides. I would say is the attractions, because yes, you can meet people, like meet characters, and there are all these fun things you can do in parades and fireworks, but I think at the end of the day, the biggest draw to the Disney parks is the rides, and that's what I miss the most.
I'm the same. I really miss the rides. I miss the attractions. Honestly, the thing I miss the most, walking into a park.
Going down Main Street is really nice.
Going down Main Street, going down Hollywood, like all of them have phenomenal entrances.
Mhm.
Going into Epcot and seeing Spaceship Earth, like the Epcot ball.
Epcot ball.
Like it is something that I truly miss. I recently got an Oculus Quest 2, and that has had some awesome VR capabilities of like putting yourself in Disney, and we've goofed around with that a little bit, and it's really cool, and it makes me super nostalgic, gives me some anxiety about seeing that many people crowded together not wearing masks, and I'll be scarred for that for life. But it's the closest thing I've had to feeling that. And I miss just walking into a park, knowing where I'm going, and just being like, okay, heading to Toy Story Mania. We gotta go. We gotta start with Toy Story Mania. We do this. I'm all about planning my day, and I just miss that kind of thing.
I miss the big Baby Bell cheese.
Big Baby Cheese and Toy Story Land. And that is the Disney Couples Challenge Tag. It was so much fun doing this video with you. I'm looking forward to more videos. The animatronics video that I am planning.
I'm so excited. I don't know what that means, but I'm ready.
It will be so much fun. And thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to go check out the Lo-Fi Book Cafe here on YouTube and also on Twitter as well. Some very cool content about books. And then for my channel, of course, the usual like, comment, subscribe. In the comment section, tell me your favorite Disney attraction or ride. I kind of want to know that. Or if you've never gone to Disney, what is your favorite Disney movie or piece of content? If you don't really have a favorite ride or attraction, go ahead and answer that down below. Don't forget to check out my mechanics.gg page, mechanics.gg/d/Kyle, or mechanics.gg/ManderSomething. That's where you can donate to the channel or subscribe. If we get more subscriptions on there, we can open up that Discord. We can finally reach that goal once we hit 10 subscribers. Because then the 10 of us can totally hang out. And I want to do some movie watch throughs with people. That's kind of one of the things I'm planning in the Discord right now. And that is going to be where we wrap it up. Okay, I will see y'all later. Bye!